In 2009, the God airdrop is accelerating kingdom expansion. It was introduced at 31 cents. And in August 30, 2014, they raised $16 million.
My coin stats, Facebook, and in Zoom.
My question is that I have a few of those accounts, like cryptocurrency accounts, and I'm confused about what I have and what I don't have.
The whole purpose of this is you can see everything of all your whole wallet. Just connect a wallet and just connect an Ethereum wallet and then just put the address.
On a side note, Alejandro, did you notice that there was a prophetic words for the South American countries that they're going to be very rich? And so with that being said, a lot of South American countries are going to follow suit to what El Salvador did. Here, Bitcoin went at 33K and then 60K and then 36K. You want to avoid buying Bitcoin all in the top price. Building on top of that, and then we talked about how the kingdom is defense first versus offense.
Well, hello and welcome to day 2. Who's excited to be here? Give me a big high five. Yeah, let's get going. Yes, Michelle, I love it. I Love seeing your faces, you guys. If you can turn on your cameras, that would be wonderful. We'd love to see your faces. I understand can't always happen, but just going through here. Bertha, Tim, Olga, Sophie, welcome, 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 everybody. Julie, I'm so glad to be here with you today. I know that day one was dynamite. Day zero, amazing, guys. Today is going to be even better, I believe. So before we get started, I do want to just welcome you again. I know some of you are just joining. My name's Angela. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are thrilled to be with you today. I want to take just a minute and thank everybody who's doing the homework, that is putting your name forward to win one of two amazing prizes. And I want to just go over a couple things you guys are saying. Won't call out any names, but for those of you who aren't doing the homework, it's not too late. Please jump in and get going with day zero, day one. Here's some awesome quotes. God is sharing through his prophets his keys to being blessed so that we may be a blessing. Isn't that awesome? I agree. God gives us the ability to generate wealth and to further his kingdom. Here's another one. The concept of hearing the prophets align with the principles of the supernatural great wealth transfer through this crypto challenge. So I want to encourage any of you who have not shared, please make sure that you share, because we want everybody that you know to know about this challenge. And lastly, I'm just going to read this one here again from the homework. It's so awesome. If you're not listening to God, you really need to begin doing so. If you're not listening to God through cryptos, then it's gambling. I've heard that quote several times, you guys, and it's true. We don't ever want to use the money that God has asked us to steward and gamble. His word makes that clear. But when you're hearing from him, when you're getting godly counsel, which is what you're doing here through Erwin and the team, then you are definitely setting yourself up for this incredible transfer of wealth. So guys, let's get going. Again, if you haven't done your homework, please make sure to do that. If you need any help, write in the chat. How do I get the homework? We'll go over that in a couple minutes, but we want to make sure that we're getting to any of the questions that you may have today. All right, I'm going to open with prayer, and then we're going to jump in with some testimonials. Jesus, we love you so much. You are such a good Savior. And we just praise you for your presence. We pray for an increased anointing on Erwin and on all of us, Lord. We want to be a part of this great supernatural wealth transfer. We commit this time to you. Help us to stay away from distractions. Please clear our minds, protect our minds. We want to hear your voice. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. All right, I believe we have some testimonies. Erwin, if you want to start those, and I'll see you in just a minute.
Okay, thank you. I'm just I don't like technology. I don't like computers, anything, but I really like to listen to the Holy Spirit, spend time with God. So around a year ago, I started hearing from God about crypto. So I was just, no, it's not for me. I don't like it, but Holy Spirit continue saying to me that. And finally, when I was listening regularly Elijah List, so I saw advertisement and it's clicking with my spirit. I have to do that. So I'm so excited. And when I'm listening to Erwin, I can feel like my spirit is leaping, I feel it's from a Holy Spirit and community. I feel safe. And recently God is talking to me to focus because I have a lot of responsibilities. Yes, we are in real estate with my husband. So for now, it's challenge to convince my husband. He is really hands-on. So he doesn't want to listen about crypto for now, but I'm still praying and I'm do what I can do. And I believe that God will lead us in the future. I don't know how it will be, but I'm really community. I feel very safe and it's very nice that I can jump anytime with any questions. Thank you so much for everyone.
Thanks, Yes.
Well, I can tell you that I am brand new, and I've experienced a loss like David. I lost a lot of money, quite a bit of my inheritance. At least I think that it's lost. I'm still waiting for for all the chips to fall, and we'll see what happens there. But in the meantime, I've been praying, and I felt the Lord impress on me passive income. And about 3.5 years ago, I had my hip replaced, and the doctor paralyzed part of my leg. And since that time, I've not been able to work. I was teaching elementary music, and my whole life everything has been turned upside down. And this is giving me hope. I'm saying that to say, I'd like to encourage people that are on here and who will listen to this in the future, who maybe you have felt hopeless. Maybe you felt helpless. Maybe you don't have much of an income. Like that's where I'm at. I'm a single mom. I have teenage daughters, and we're living on not much. And I know though that he's brought my heart to this family, and the encouragement and the godly wisdom is amazing. And I know that he's going to give me wisdom on how to handle the finances that I do have, and plant those seeds so that I can be a blessing to the kingdom. And so I just feel the support and the wisdom is phenomenal. And it is God's, I feel God's hand on me, and therefore on all this entire family. As we seek him first, he's going to add to us.
Yes.
And so I just want to say, sorry, I get a little emotional.
Thank you, Carrie.
Life's been hard, but there's hope. There's hope.
Come on.
So thank you, Erwin, and thank you, Dave. I appreciate you guys so much.
No problem. Thank you for that, Carrie. So
the Lord has been nagging me, since the beginning to get into cryptos, and the intimidation factor is huge. So I put it off, and I even would fight back and say, like, no, this has got to be beast-like stuff, like you said earlier. And I don't want to mess around with that, finding every excuse. And finally, some people from my church were hearing from the Lord to get into cryptos, and they even heard more precise things. And it was like, all right, Lord, I'm going to listen. And when I did, suddenly, here I am. Even trying to go alone is really difficult. This is decentralized. How do you learn this stuff? You go on Reddit, you go on YouTube. It's still a hard learning curve. The community here has been extremely helpful navigating this kind of uncharted territory. I prayed and prayed, Lord, what do I do? This is kind of difficult. And suddenly in my email, and if anyone is an Elijah List subscriber, you get inundated in your email. It's just there now. You may look at it, you may not. And it stuck out. It stuck out to me. And, you see Elijah List in cryptos, and you're like, oh, okay, this is the perfect combination, right? And I clicked on it, prayed about it. The Lord said, go. And here I am today. And I'm glad I listened. He does want to use this as part of the great wealth transfer, and he wants to give it to kingdom-minded people. So I'm glad that you all are here. That means you're listening too, you're curious. And just want to say that it's well worthwhile. The liquidity pool alone, I've made back already the tuition and then some. So just want to encourage you guys all, obviously pray about it, bring it to Holy Spirit, but you're going to find a good family that's going to take care of you and help you, because you'll run into problems that you just can't find a solution to. So that's when you'll jump onto the Telegram or bother Dave or Erwin, and they'll help you. So bless you guys all.
Thank you, Jacob.
All right, guys. So those testimonials are so powerful. How many of you could relate with that word hope? That's what really resonated. Anybody need hope? Anybody looking for some solutions? Yep, I'm seeing tons of hands, guys. And I'm also reading your comments over here. I am loving what I'm reading. Michelle says it's awesome to be with a group of like-minded people and not to be called crazy. Anybody else like that? I know when I stepped into this space, just like you guys, I had my day too. And I thought, is this for real? And I'm here to testify it's very real, you guys. And you're going to learn so much more today, and you're going to get more and more confident. And so for those of you who are just joining in the last couple minutes, again, my name is Angela, and I just want to welcome you to day 2 of this incredible challenge. We're going to go over a couple slides, and then I'm going to introduce Erwin, and we're going to get started here. So let's start with sharing. I want to make sure that you guys are sharing this information, whether on YouTube or Facebook. And when you share, then you will have the opportunity to win today an awesome, awesome prize that Erwin will give away again at the end of today's challenge. So just comment and put shared, and 1 million sheep are coming your way. It will be chosen again at the end of the broadcast. I also want to bring to your attention an incredible program. It is something new. VIP's been around, but guys, Erwin has ramped this up. So excited about this. This is a VIP subscription program, and I want you to join it right now. If you haven't, go to supernaturaltransfer.com/go-VIP. And I'm going to tell you all about what this includes. Again, subscription program. Let's look at all the benefits for it. First of all, you're going to get the #1 Minas Academy low-risk crypto coin list. Who wants a list that has been looked at, prayed over, and has proven to have 2, 3, and even 10 times gain? Anybody excited about that? I'll raise my hand to that one. Guys, that's valued at about $2,000. Second, when you become a VIP, or you're going to have the replays of the Q&A with Erwin Garcia and anybody else who joins the program. You're going to have lifetime access to all of the trainings, so you can return to this amazing teaching as many times as you want. And you're going to get a VIP welcome kit, which includes a list of all the exchanges. I think the last time I looked, you guys, there's about there's hundreds of exchanges. So what one works for you, wherever you're at in the world, you need this list in order to learn what it is that you should be investing in, which exchanges. You're also going to get a copy of the security audit. Wow, we had quite a situation arise, and Erwin was able to really provide what we need to know today in order for our money, our hard-earned money, not to be taken, stolen, anything that would jeopardize our money. So he's going to provide a security audit for you, and he's also going to give you a hardware list. Wow, guys, so much information here. I could go on and on, but he's got a whole teaching to do. So let me quickly get through this. Lastly, you're going to get a 14-day Minas Academy Kingdom Crypto Foundation membership. And you guys, all of this is valued at over $5,000. But he's going to give this to you for $47 bi-weekly. Again, this is a brand new program. We're so excited about it. Get to that link. Make sure you join up. I know several of you have. It's not too late. Get there right now. supernaturaltransfer.com-go-VIP. All right. So for those of you who aren't aware, I'm going to tell you some exciting news right now. This week, at the end of the challenge, Erwin is going to give away 2 prizes. The first will be the grand prize of the Crypto Accelerator program. It's valued at about $4,000. And he's also going to give away his $7,000 program valued at just under $7,000. It's called the Crypto Accelerator Advanced Program. So this world of crypto is huge, right? And so there's a primary program and an advanced program, and I want you to qualify for it. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to the link here, supernaturaltransfer.com, and you need to be registered. You got to watch all 5 days live or replay. Either is fine. And you also need to make sure that you're doing your homework. That's why I highlighted it a little bit ago. Again, make sure every day you do that homework, submit it, take a picture or email it to support@minustech.ca. And you need to post just a brief takeaway for YouTube or in Facebook. It can be live or a written post. And then you can email that to support@minustech.ca. A lot of good information here. You do need to be live during the drawing. So make sure that you're here every day. That drawing is coming up in just a couple days. Yes, please make sure that you are live for the drawing. We'd hate to see somebody win it and not be present. All right, you guys. So I would like to introduce our fearless leader. I know that you've seen him a couple days, but if you're just joining us for the first time, let me introduce him to you. Erwin Garcia is a 7-figure crypto entrepreneur and the founder of Minas Academy. He's been in retail IT consulting for 15 years. He is a consultant, and since 2014, Erwin has been involved in different facets of cryptos. He is also an ordained pastor, married to a CFAN ordained evangelist, and blessed with 6 beautiful children. Erwin has been called to serve people over 50, intrigued by the rapid rise of cryptos. Anybody watching the market yesterday and today? Big time. Yep, I see some hands up. There is a rapid rise happening. Well, Erwin regularly talks through the process on how to position yourself to get the supernatural great wealth transfer God airdrop. He loves helping people know how to sow resources in smart places to see massive growth through cryptos. And you guys, he's been featured with Prophet Pastor Dr. Manuel Johnson. He's been in Oral Roberts with Michael Matthews and Bethel Tech with Ryan Collins. Who's excited for today? Give me some thumbs up and welcome in Erwin. We are so excited to kick off day
Ooh,
2.
welcome everyone. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Angela. As always, I'm going to put you behind the scenes, guys. Ooh, it's going to be amazing. Did you guys see the market? Oh my gosh, it was like $35,000 Bitcoin. We were around 28, 25,000. It's almost doubled. When I say almost doubled, I think December last year, it was around 19, 20K. And I mean, post in the chat if you what year you got into cryptos. I'm curious if you got in 2022, 2021, 2020, or even earlier. But if you got in December 2022, I believe Bitcoin was around 19,000. And you already, if you just went to simple Bitcoin, it was a double your money already. XRP, double your money already. It went 80 cents, guys. I'm excited. So Angela did bring that up, but guys, I'm pumped up. I'm seeing all the faces. Once again, if you can turn on your cameras, we are giving you an extra for the draw. You need to qualify. You need 80% of your camera on. And if you share, we'll give you an additional name on that drawing for Shiba and XRP. I think I'm going to give some XRP today. XRP and NBA Top Shot NFTs. Guys, another thing I do want to bring up, I don't know if you guys know this, it is the BRICS Pay. Are you guys familiar with the BRICS Pay? A friend, Roger, sent this to me. And I was like, wow, I do want to highlight it real quickly, but you guys got to see and be aware what's happening. I'm going to flash this real quick. I always get the wrong slide. It always goes on my second screen. All right, let's go. And there it is again. One last time. There you go. All right. So Roger sent this to me and I was like, wow, what is this? BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And guys, they are devaluing the US dollar. And all of a sudden, what is this? For all countries, for all forms of money, for all of humanity. I mean, it's like, oh my goodness. I'm not saying it's time for the rapture and the one world currency in the book of Revelations, but I do want to highlight, guys, there is the death of the US dollar, the fiat. But guys, who here knows that the death of fiat will rise kingdom-like currency for the USA? Wave your hands at me, guys. 80% of all gospel initiatives, evangelism comes out of the United States. So I believe with all my heart that the Lord is raising up the Americans as an example to get the word out, the gospel of the King and the kingdom, and it's going to be amazing. But I am highlighting this because, guys, post in the chat, I need to get into cryptos. I need to get in cryptos because when you get into cryptos and you get in early, number one, you'll see that you shouldn't be getting BRICS, right? If you're from Brazil, Russia, India, China, or South Africa, you shouldn't be using this because I'm looking. It's funny. They're saying decentralized multi-currency digital international payment system. But guys, this is all control. You're going to hear it first in Minas Academy. This is all control. Advantages, yes, it's backed by gold. But guys, why do they have this when there's Bitcoin? They see I don't know why I have to highlight this, guys. They say decentralized. This is all control. This is all we know. Russia and China is in the end times, and not in a good way. But we got to get into crypto so we understand. Even though they use blockchain technology and this is gold back, the U.S. will come back stronger with the death of the fiat, the year of Jubilee after 50 years. This is not in my notes. I just wanted to highlight this because I just want to say, guys, post in the chat. We need to ring the bell. We need to ring the bell as watchmen, as watchwomen. We need to ring the bell, guys. Everything is going blockchain technology, cryptocurrency. And if you are not educated or aware of this, CBDCs and things like this, you'll be like, oh, this is good. Oh, more control, more suppression, where it's time for the sons and daughters of God to take the rightful place. Oh man, I'm getting all pumped up, but let's get back to so welcome. I know I'm walking up some people from the index coin. Thank you, Eli, for letting the people know about this challenge. It's not too late. Day 0 was amazing. 6 hours of prophetic, 5 hours of prophetic ministry. But we did talk about the importance of hearing Holy Spirit on your crypto journey. And we talked about the importance of profits in your crypto journey. And thirdly, we talked about the importance of the prophetic in your crypto journey. Just to want to let you guys know, Minas Academy is very unique. There's nothing like it. Do let me know if something exists where we have a prophetic grace and we also have kingdom principles that makes us different from other academies such as Coinbase, such as Binance, such as CoinMarketCap, such as anything out there. And this movement of the wealth transfer, supernatural great wealth transfer through cryptos cannot be possible without the prophetic, without the Holy Spirit, without kingdom principles, which makes it unique. And then day 1, yesterday, we talked about foundations of cryptos. Do watch the replay. It is in YouTube and Facebook, and it's also in your emails. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies created a solution to our current dollar issues, and how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is way better than the US dollar, right? The US dollar fiat's about to blow up, and then it's gonna take in blockchain technology, be backed by silver, gold, precious metals, and cryptos. That's what we're hearing. In-house and out-house profits, major and minor profits, and Bitcoin cryptocurrencies go up in value faster than any other asset class. And that's why are we putting our money in the US dollar, and why we're putting it in 401 and IRAs, and why even in silver and gold. Although it's good to have 30% silver and gold, 30% cryptos, you got to match that with the cryptos. And same thing, why we're putting it on real estate, when you'll see it. You'll see in my notes. Today, day 2. I love this. This is what separates people. What's that word? I think Angela prayed for the anointing. It's for us. That whole anointed, separated for such a time as this. Here's the separation. Avoiding pain avoids the promise. The first point we're going to talk about, and how pain prepares us to the promise. And thirdly, we're going to talk about how we need to see the promise above the pain. All right. If you're ready, just post in the chat. Ready. Let's go. First point today. Oh man, I love this. I just worked out and I have good pain. My body's aching. But here, the first point, avoiding pain avoids the promise. Post in the chat. I'm going to make this interactive. What is that one thing, a new skill you've learned recently that was very painful, or you were scared, but you learned it no matter what? So that new skill you learned recently, it could be yesterday, it could be last week, it could be last month, it could be last year, it could be a few years ago. But what's that recent new skill you've learned that was very painful, that was scary at the start? And while you're writing that, I'm going to read it, but let me talk to you my story while you're writing that in here. I am afraid of English. Let me tell you a story. I mentioned to you how I came from the Philippines 1989 to Toronto. I was 8 years old and I didn't know English. I had to take ESL, English as a second language. And I'm like, I'm no good in English. I just suck in English. And with that being said, in high school, I'm like, I had to take it 3 times to get the grade that I want to go to university. And one of the stories I had there was essays was my poorest thing. So what I would do is I'm like, hey, why don't I just get someone else's essay and rewrite it in my own words and they will never know. And lo and behold, they catch me for plagiarism. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And good thing they didn't kick me out of school. And this continued in my university years. One of the reasons why I took software engineering was it's techie and you don't need to write that much English. But one of the courses I took was anthropology. So in that class, lo and behold, came up again the whole, all right, write an essay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be more shrewd. I'm going to change it word for word and I'm going to write this out in my own words. And I get caught plagiarizing. And I'm like, good thing they didn't kick me out of University of Toronto. I still graduated with an honors Bachelor of Science. But this continued in my pastoring years where I was supposed to preach. And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to reverse engineer this Hillsong pastor in Australia because people won't know Pastor Brian Houston way back. And I'm like, this is good. And everyone's loving it. They're like, yes, they're getting touched. They're getting wrecked with God's word. And then until a few weeks later, one of my youth comes up to me and say, hey, Pastor Erwin, isn't that Pastor Brian Houston's message? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I got caught. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go learn Hebrew, Greek. I'm going to learn how to write sermons. I'm going to learn Bible dictionaries and commentaries. And now I am loving it. I am loving it. So here, let me look at some of your things that you said here. But if I didn't take that, like here, look at this. I'm not running to everyone's rescue. So good. Transferring crypto from exchange to hard wallet, right? It's at start. It's painful at the start. It's scary. One of the reasons why we did the Kingdom Crypto Foundations, it's a simulation. You're buying cryptos daily, Monday to Friday. Kingdom Crypto Foundations, we're using simulations, including hard wallets. I think I'm speaking too fast. Slow down. I'm hearing the inner voice, slow down. I'm so pumped up and excited. So one of the reasons we came up with the Kingdom Crypto Foundations as simulation, not real money, monopoly play money, is for this purpose, to not overwhelm you and for it to not be scary. Because if you mess up, no problem. You just delete your account and do it again. So let me throw some scriptures here. Exodus 3 verse 8. Okay. Moses writes, so I have come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians and to bring them up. I'm going to get louder because I want more bassy here. To the land, into a good and spacious land. Promised land, right? The wealth transfer. A land flowing with milk and honey. A lot of us focus on this promise, but then with that promise comes the good pain to prepare us. Right? Here's the pain, the home of pain 1, Canaanites, pain 2, Hittites, pain 3, Amorites, and so on, all the ites there. And in our crypto journey, we focus more on the wealth transfer. And we're like, yes, the promise is there. He's given us the power to make wealth. It's just going to come. Not realizing that alongside the promise comes the good pain to prepare us. In this case, here's the good pain that Israelites had to face. The Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, all these ites. Why? These ites, these pain is to prepare them, not just to sustain the promise, but to grow the promise. Right? That's what it's all about. In this case, unfortunately, only Joshua and Caleb was able to possess the promised land. And in our crypto journey yesterday in our Q&A, I think it was Claudia, she's saying, I want to get my kids or some other people into cryptos. Guys, this is not for everyone. Guys, post in the chat. Cryptos is not for everyone. Crypto is not for everyone, especially in the early stages. Let me give you another story. Anybody know the story of Oregon Trail? Where are my Americans at? The Oregon Trail, it was the gold rush where east. They all went to west, all the mountains. We drove an RV, that's like an Oregon Trail, from Toronto all the way to California. We got to see, we were trying to mimic the Oregon Trail, but in that trail to the gold rush, to this new territory, to this promised land, people were dying, people were getting bitten, there was native Indians, it's all these sorts of pain, all these ites. And in your crypto journey, this is the scouting report from Erwin Garcia, the Joshua Caleb's scouting report. Here are the pain you will face, because it's going to prepare you for your wealth transfer. Here we go. I don't understand it. Of course, anything new, you don't understand. So you get the knowledge. Anybody received the gift in the free gift I sent yesterday? I showed you guys how to use artificial intelligence ChatGPT to get instant knowledge in crypto. So you can test that out. Right there, you put it in what is Bitcoin, what is Ethereum, what's XRP, instant answers, and you can go deeper. It's too technical. Obviously, at the start, when you're learning a washing machine, who here still hand washes and doesn't use the washing machine? When you're learning the washing machine, it's too technical to start, but when you figure it out, it's easy, right? When you learn an automatic car, a car versus walking, or I'm like a horse carriage, it's too technical, but when you learn it, it's amazing. I don't have the time, guys. I think it was Manuel Johnson who said, if you have time to pick up your phone, guys, post in the chat, I can make time. I can make time. You have control of your boundaries. Set boundaries. I wake up 5 a.m., sleep at 8 p.m. I don't do any work after 5 p.m. My socials are off. Guys, set boundaries. I will set boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, then time has the control over you. Woo, I don't want to lose money. That's why the simulation. That's why we do the simulation, log in the hours of simulation. So when you lose money, it's not real money. And when you go in the real thing, you won't lose money. It's too long to see the rewards. Guys, post in the chat. Patience is a virtue, right? Patience is rewarded. Patience is rewarded. It's too confusing. This is a lie from the enemy. If you figured out, if you went through all these riots, the Jesus Revolution movement, you went through the 70s, you went through the 80s, the 90s, you got this, you can do this. And this last lie, I am too old. We should be saying, I am experienced. Woo, I am experienced. If I learn grade school, high school, college, university, new skills, I got this. Just post in the chat. I got this. I got this. Okay, let's keep going. I want to encourage you guys. These are all the lies. Say the exact opposite. I feel like we have to say this, right? Let's say the opposite. We're going to make some declaration. We're going to say, I understand it. Ready, set, go. I understand it. Everyone say, I understand it. Everyone say, I'm technical. Everyone say, I'm technical. Everyone say, I have the time. Everyone say, I have the time. Everyone say, I won't lose money. Let's go. I won't lose money. Everyone say, I will see the rewards. Let's go. I will see the rewards. And guys say, it's clear. Say it's clear instead of confusing. And say, guys, I am experienced. I have wisdom. I am a veteran. Let's go. Let's go. We're just reversing that. But here, another point here, guys, is most people are motivated to avoid pain, not realizing the next step is probably that painful step. Ooh, right? Let me demonstrate that to you. Here's the statistics how crypto users are around 300 million people worldwide. It's probably less than a billion. Post in the chat, which generation are you? Okay. So if you're a Gen Zer, you're 10 to 25 years old. If you're a millennial, you're 26 to 41 years old. I'm a Gen Xer. If you're between 42 to 57, I didn't even know there's boomers. There's boomers 2 and boomers 1. I'm like, I go deep into that one and study that. There's boomers 2, 58, 67, boomers 1, 68, 76. Let's just see in the chat here. I'm curious. I'm like, any Gen Zers in this call? In the past there was, but right here. Let me see in the chat. There you go. I'm seeing. Oh, there you go. Julie, Gen X, Tyra, Gen X. Yes, Gen X power. Dominic, Gen X. Amanda, Millennial. I'm getting excited when the Millennials are in this call. Gen X, Boomer 1, Millennial, Gen X, Millennial, Gen X, Boomers 2, Gen X, Millennial. Ooh, the Lord is sending out everyone. I'm excited. Usually this call's full of boomers, but when you're faithful with little, God gives you more. So I'm excited. Gen Xers, Millennials, pay attention because I'm actually designed for baby boomers. So if the Lord's drawing you in here, ooh, he is recruiting you. I am so pumped up. But anyways, here's the stats. Crypto ownerships are driven by the millennials. Baby boomers appear disinterested. And in fact, here's some more stats. It's just, you can see the pie here. Millennials are all the blue, leading the charge in cryptos. Gen Zers close a second. And the Gen X and boomers are like behind. And this is where I come in. And I'm like, wow, I'm excited. What an honor to teach and serve this. We are raising up an army of kingdom financiers, gonna learn cryptos. Here's another graph of how boomers only spend $5,000 per year, right? Gen Zers, millennials spend more. Gen Zers spend $6,000 per year. Millennials spend $8,000, and the Gen Xers are spending up to $10,000. Very interesting statistics. It's just showing people are like, or they're just avoiding pain at all costs, right? In this case, the baby boomers, it's just, we don't want to take in more risk. I think that's it. That's the main part. It's not even the pain, the risk, the pain of the risk. And I want to tell you guys, if it's God said, it's low risk. Whoo! If God said it, it's low risk. If God said it, it's low risk. And you're like, wow, okay, it is. And when I think Angela covered it, if this is not God said, it's probably gambling. Okay. And that's where it gets super high risky. Right. Second point today. Okay. How pain prepares us to the promise. Okay. Pain prepares us to the promise. Okay. In the chat, right in the chat, a bunch of fears, a bunch of pains you're avoiding at all costs. Okay. Make this interactive. You're like, I am not going to do this. I'm scared to do this. No way I'm going to do this. What is it? Let me give you some examples. I'm never going to sing. I'm never going to go live. I'm never going to do cryptos. I'm never going to love again. Sorry, I'm just being silly. But right in the chat, what fears or pains you're avoiding at all costs? And I want to encourage you. Imagine what happens if you overcome that fear or pain. So I'm going to read in this chat here. Yes, Vanessa, who are futurists. Vanessa, I don't know if you caught that. God raised up a young generation of futurists from General Sidney Jacobs' word, or was that from you? I'm curious now. Where's Vanessa? Because it was written there. I'm like, oh, are you prophetic? Because that's exact same words. Who are futurists? Okay. Lexus saying, wasting time and money. Where is it? The slides, the chat goes so fast. Wasting time and money, right? That's you don't want to waste time and money. Yes, I hate that. I don't want to do that. Pain of making the wrong moves, fail in investing again, wasting money. I'm scared of the unknown, losing money, unsuccessful, managing my time. Okay, imagine afraid of confrontation, losing it all. Never going to sing in front of people. Michelle, oh, Michelle, maybe it's inside you. Sometimes, actually, most of the time, all right? So let me tell you my quick story, right? I'm like, Holy Spirit taught me how to play piano. I hid over that piano and never worship led because I'm like, oh, no, people like my voice, but I worship led. It was epic. I then I hid as a worship leader, not realizing I was supposed to preach. And then I was like, oh, and then I preached and it was amazing. And then I hid behind preaching, not realizing the Lord was calling me for the business and the faith mountain, not just the faith mountain. Didn't want to be an entrepreneur. And now here I am. And I was like, it's like the Lord, guys, posting the chat from glory to glory, glory to glory. The Lord wants to up-level you. And if you were to face that fear, Julie, confrontation, I mean, you had the prophetic word, Juliet, governmental mantle. You need to confront governmental leaders. And it's like my desire is for you guys to see how that next step is probably that painful step. And that's, let me go back to my slides here. that next step is, here's what we're supposed to do with that pain and that fear. We're supposed to conquer and destroy the pain and show no mercy. I think Moses writes it here, Deuteronomy 7, verse 1 and 2. When the Lord your God brings you into the land, the promise, which you go to possess, and has cast out many nations before you, he's going to hand it in a platter, the silver platter, for you to the taking. The Hittites, the Girgashites, Amorites, all these ites, 7 nations greater and mightier than you. Whew. You see, when David killed Goliath with that, with his low grade weapons, right? I don't know if I need to find the scripture, but from what I heard, he decapitated Goliath with his Goliath sword, and he took on that sword, and that was his new weapon. When you overcome that pain, when you overcome that fear, now that's your weapon to destroy the enemy's work. Woo! Guys, post in the chat, I am called to destroy the enemy's work. And right here, when the Lord your God shall deliver them over to you, you shall conquer them and utterly destroy them. You shall make no covenant. Make no covenant. That's why we make those declarations. Do not make any ties with them. Do not make any soul ties. Don't make no covenant, no confession agreeing to that. Show mercy to them. And in your crypto journey, friends, that's exactly what I did. Because when you start this, the enemy is so afraid of you seeing your potential, seeing your kingdom call, seeing your kingdom destiny, right? And this is what I did. March 2nd, 2014, after the dream, I'm like, whoa, the unknown world of cryptocurrency. I don't know why it took me 3 days later. Well, March 2nd, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 days later, March 5th, 2014, I've opened my first Coinbase account. That's my Google screenshot. Guys, here are the ites you need to face. Let me give them to you in a silver platter for you to decapitate. Let me get the link. I was like, don't get the link properly here. I want to put it in the chat so that you guys can print this and overcome all these ites, and will help you overcome these ites. I'm like, it's been a while since I had this sheet. There it is. Okay, I want to post in the chat for you guys. All right. I'm just getting the link. So guys, these are the different ites you need to face. Okay. Copy image address. Make sure I have it right. All right. Here are the different ites you need to face. Okay. And it'll come because the enemy's gonna push it at you so that you won't see the wealth transfer. You won't see your fullest potential. You won't see the promise. So these are the different ites that you need to face. One of them, right here, let me just scream in, right? The ites of social media scams, the ites of fake exchanges, fake new cryptos, fake wallet scams, fake support teams, what's called pump and dump, or they're pumping up the price, email scams, Ponzi pyramid, multi-level schemes. These are the ites in the journey, guys. Minas Academy, myself, and the community has already destroyed these giants. And if they pop up in your head and if they pop up along your path, we'll show you how to destroy these kind of scams and these ites. Let me keep going here, right? Last year, this is some crazy stats. From 2018, 12 million lost, 33 million lost, 2019, 130 million, 680 million lost forever. Money for the enemy. 2022, last year, was we breached 1 billion because of FTX. I met people who lost not just hundreds, not just thousands, but millions of dollars. I think I met 5 people already who lost millions of dollars in cryptos that are believers. In fact, one of the challenge, someone lost $20,000 during the challenge. And that's one of the reasons we put the security audit. Split it up 8 ways. Don't leave it in one thing. Don't put it in exchange. Why? Because people are not educated. People perish for lack of knowledge. Guys, post in the chat. I will not perish because I will have knowledge. I will have knowledge. Okay? when you have knowledge, it prevents you from going through all these pain. And not only that, if should you encounter that pain, it builds you that resilience, that toughness, that preparation to overcome anything. And in fact, it's preparing you for your kingdom call and for your kingdom destiny, right? A lot of this, this crypto wealth transfer and people growing their portfolio, they think it's all about the portfolio and it being financially free and being kingdom financiers. It's more of the process. Ooh, it's more of the relationships. Ooh, it's all about the journey that you'll only see the side of the Father. Unless you take this journey, you will never see it. Because if we're stuck in the house of the Lord, praising, worshiping, interceding, and we don't want to go in this journey, we will never see the Lord in this journey outside the house, into the farm, into the barnyard, into this wealth transfer. And here, let me give some quote, how pain prepares us for the promise. Henry Ford says this amazing quote. He says, "Take away my factories, burn up my buildings, give me my people back, and I'll build the business right back again." Whew. Right? This journey in the cryptos and how the Lord prepares you with the royal priesthood mindset. Notice not just the priesthood mindset, the royal priesthood mindset will give you the ability, if you lose everything, you'll get it back up. No time, right? I'm reading this book where if you were to lose it, how will you do it again in 30 days? That's a mindset. That's a heart set. That's a spirit set. And that's what this is all about. These ites, these pains prepares you for the promise the Lord has specifically given to you. Here's another example. Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy, not just once, not just twice, but 4 times in the last 15 years. And he's a remarkable man, able to, amazing president, amazing what he's done for for the USA. But this pain, it uses an example where, wow, 4 bankruptcies, and he was able to overcome that. Another example, and he's preparing him, right? Who here is believing Trump? Like, let's see him come back. I mean, I think the statistics saying he's definitely coming back, and see the preparation he has for such a moment as this, as a time as this. And we can learn for that, the pains that we have to go through for our preparation for our promise. Another one here, pain prepared Terrence Leonard, Navy man with a dream home, 2013. Learn from this guy. He went into cryptos, even as a software engineer, similar to me, right? I didn't give up, he did, but he went in earlier. Oh my gosh, if I went in 2013, oh, Lord have mercy, that would have been amazing. But he pulled out. Probably lost a lot, probably got scammed. I've been a victim of 7 exchange hacks, lost so many. But what did he do was so remarkable. 2019, he came back into cryptocurrency all in, and in 2 years, he was able to reach a cool million. 2 years, he was able to reach a cool million. That's amazing. And the last point I want to say here is we have to see the promise above the pain. Come on. See the promise above the pain. Anytime you feel discouraged, anytime you feel it's painful, anytime you're anxious, anytime you're like, I can't do this, Lord. I'm like, Lord, see the promise, write it down, make it plain. Dr. Miles Monroe, the most amazing man in terms of kingdom teaching, has this greatest quote. I love using it all the time. He says this statement: the wealthiest places in the world are not gold mines, oil fields, diamond mines, or banks. The wealthiest place is the cemetery. Wow. There lies companies that were never started, masterpieces that were never painted. In the cemetery, there's buried the greatest treasure of untapped potential. There is a treasure within you that must come out. Don't go to the grave with your treasure still within you. Ooh. Guys, when you reach the thousands, the millions, the billions, the trillions, ooh, What is that purpose? The purpose is for that treasure within you to come out for kingdom impact, for kingdom expansion, for many souls to be saved, and for many souls to realize the king and the kingdom. Whoo! And this pain prepares us. That's why I love this movement, because for me, it's not even the cryptos. It's about you finding your kingdom call and your kingdom destiny. In day 5, I'm going to bring back my wife, where she raised up our 5 kids, and she's always wanted to be an evangelist. And in 6 months, we found one of our crypto wallet ballooned up to $200,000. We were in Orlando for 6 months. And in 6 months, she was a CFAN ordained evangelist, 239,000 souls saved. And it was just amazing, an acceleration in her kingdom call. And we were able to wow, many souls saved. So we'll come back to that. But guys, seeing the promise over the pain is like this. The other 10 spies saw the giants, saw the pain, magnified that. Joshua and Caleb, all they saw was milk and honey and these big grapes. Your success needs you to magnify the promise above your pain. All right? This journey is a painful one. It's unknown territory. Yes, Minas Academy, myself, will try to underwhelm you. Kingdom Crypto Foundation, simulations, teachings, right? With the prophetic, inner healing, you'll see that more. All these pieces, prayer, so good. But guys, when we do this, we need to magnify the promise above the pain. The promise is land into good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey. And the promise, guys, this wealth transfer, Kayil, the army of transfer, the promise is for you to accelerate your kingdom call, for you to be a kingdom financier, for you to do a kingdom impact, for you to find your kingdom destiny. Woo! So good. A few more quotes here. To drive this home point. I think I got 8 minutes. Many of life's failures, this is Thomas Edison, are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. So close. This guy's amazing inventor, businessman, devices in electrical power generation, mass communication, sound recording, motions, pictures. Don't let the pain stop you from your promise, because the enemy is going to push anything in your way, and you just laugh at that. You laugh at that and you're like, ha. Not today, Satan. All right? Bill Johnson says it. Just give him enough time to put the crosshair and shoot him down. Bye-bye. Right? Elvis Presley, another example here. When things go wrong, don't go with them. Right? I have this saying where you're an average of the 5 people you hang out with. You are an average of the 5 people you most hang out. If you're the smartest in the room, you're probably not growing. If you want to do cryptos in the kingdom way, in the prophetic way, you probably want to be with a group of people who's doing that, because probably in your church, you're the only one probably doing cryptos. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're doing kingdom and doing prophetic, but bro, you're probably one of the few. I go to Catch the Fire in the Toronto Blessing, the airport church, and there's probably 3 Minas Academy members, probably 10 people out of that mega church that's doing cryptos. Okay. Another example here, how pain prepares us for the promise. Right? I just want to highlight Elvis Presley. He was like, oh my gosh, they were making fun of him. He says he was a truck driver while trying to get his recording career. His first paying gig, his manager told him, you ain't going nowhere, son. You ought to driving a truck. He persevered. His first recording went nowhere. He tried joining a vocal quartet and he was told he couldn't sing. But we all know he has that label as king of rock and roll. Another example here. Michael Jordan. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. On 26 occasions, I've been entrusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's precisely why I succeed. A lot of us see these great successful men and women, both believers and unbelievers, and we're like, wow, they're just amazing. I want to be like them. But we don't realize the pain that prepared them for the promise. Whew. Right? And when we fail, guys, post in the chat. There is no failure. It's just feedback. I think I learned this from a friend, Karen Hudson. There is no pain. There's no failure. It's just feedback. in the kingdom, there's no failure. You're just learning. You're like, oops, oh, I'm not doing that again. This feedback, so good, guys. This in your journey, that's exactly what I did. Even though people were mocking me, people were making fun of me, didn't have the support of my parents, my brothers, my friends, my church. I'm like, I'm going for this. God gave me a dream. I'm going all the way. And that's why I was able to hit not just 900,000, not just a million, not just 3.1 million, but $4.56 million. And I was able to take numerous people. And the promise is not a straight line, right? Guys, Bitcoin's at 35,000. It's probably going to drop 25,000, maybe 5,000. But what I'm trying to say is this promise is not a straight line. It prepares us. You like the ups and downs, higher highs, higher lows. And it's the same thing, guys. Woo, that's prophetic, guys. Anybody's experiencing a low time in their life, wave your hands at me. I mean, you can be honest. And guys, I want to encourage you. Your lowest point in your life is a higher low because the Lord is elevating you, is preparing you. As what one day, right? Pain comes, but joy comes in the morning. Whoo, so I declare that over you, just like yesterday, the hope. There is hope, right? Anybody here experienced lost anywhere, lost financial relationship, guys? I'm just gonna speak that over you. Whatever the enemy took, it's gonna be paid back 7 times and with interest. Come on. Promise is not a straight line, guys. This journey, you'll experience various emotions, but who here knows you shouldn't be led by emotions? Post in the chat, I will not be emotionally led, but spirit-led. Come on. And in your crypto journeys, the up and downs, you'll experience all this. I experienced it. I'm like, whoa, excitement, prices are up. Oh, it went down. But I'm like, I'm not going to be led by my emotions. I'm going to be led by the spirit, right? You're going to experience all these various emotions, just like if you were living in Toronto or in Boston or New York, the different seasons that come up, right? You're going to see these different emotions. That's why you have solid plans, use kingdom principles. I mean, your cryptos can go up 30, 40%, and then go back down minus 30, 40, 50%, right? I'm gonna jump to this. I think I got 3 minutes, but real quickly, guys, zoom out and see this promise. I'm gonna skip this. See the promise. This is the promise. Potential promise. Billion soul harvest needs billionaires. Guys, post in the chat. Billion soul harvest needs billionaires. And believe it or not, Fidelity projects Bitcoin by 2038, 1 billion for each Bitcoin, and all the cryptos going up alongside with it. I'm going to close with this quote and a story about my wife. All right. I don't think Anthony Robbins is a believer, but these guys are taking kingdom principles, and I'm just laughing. The secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure. See, you're in control. Spirit, right? Self-control, fruit of the spirit. How to use pain and pleasure instead of having pain and pleasure use you, instead of the enemy using you. If you do that, you're in control of your life. If you don't, the devil controls you. Okay? Don't be reactive. Like, oh, okay, I'm not going to the gym. Oh, I'm not going to love again. Oh, I'm not going to do cryptos. No, use that as feedback and like, oops, learned, right? Maybe I need to go back to simulations. Maybe I need to ask multitude of counselors their safety. Maybe I need to go to Minas Academy and go with alongside of crazy people who wants to do cryptos using the kingdom and the prophetic, right? So this is so good. I'm going to close with this story. And then I think I got 1 minute. Try to do this in a minute. So my wife, fortunately, had the worst time learning swimming. I think her mom threw her in the water and said, hey, learn how to swim. And not knowing that, when we were dating, I think we were in Florida, and we were in the beach. And I'm like, my love, I love the water. I'm a scuba diver, surfer, snorkeler, anything waterer. I love it, the ocean. So I'm like, my love, come. You're going to enjoy this. And she's like, oh, freaking out. So I took her ankle deep, and she's like freaking out. I'm like, what's this? Why is this girl freaking out in the water? I'm like, no, you got this. Don't worry. I took her knee deep, Then I took her waist deep. We're matching the waves, and she's like freaking out. I'm like, no, keep your eyes on me. It's gonna be okay. I'm holding her right here, and we're bouncing on the wave, matching it. And I was able to take her chest deep and eventually neck deep. And she's like, see, you did it. That's when we were dating. We had a remarkable story. I think I proposed August. We got married February, and she got pregnant March. And on a side note, I just want to give the glory to the Lord because that was my prodigal years. And then became ordained. Had our first baby. She was pregnant, and then 6 figures. That was so amazing. But basically, yeah, Jesus, all about Jesus. But anyways, fast forward to our honeymoon, and she's like, I think we were in Dominican. She does the test of the pool, and she passes the scuba diving test in the pool. So we're in the boat, and I'm the cool guy. I go like James Bond backwards. I'm in the water, and the instructor goes, "Hey, Asmina, your turn." And she's like, "I'm not doing that." So the instructor goes, "Take off all your scuba gear, throw it in the ocean, get off the boat, and then put it back on." And she's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "What the?" And she goes to the boat, jumps out, puts it on, and we're like on the boat. We're hanging on to the boat, and then the instructor says, "Okay, time to go." And then we let go of the boat, and the boat starts spinning, and the motor starts approaching us. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm gonna kill my wife in our honeymoon." And then I'm like, "Oh, thank God." The instructor said, "All right, guys, time to dive." And we all dived. She doesn't even know how to swim. We were able to go 30, 40 feet, 30, 40 minutes scuba diving. And she experienced like, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. Dominican scuba dive. What's the point, guys? I told her the promise. And even though it was so painful for her, we talked about it in the plane, she was able to go deep with me. And that's what the Lord wants for you. She wants, it's not even the portfolio, guys. He wants, there's a face, a side of King Jesus, of the Father, of the Holy Spirit that you'll only see if you take this journey. Woo! So that's why I just want to share you that. And I think I'm done. Let me do a recap. So good, guys. Post in the chat if this has been awesome. 1 to 10. If you like it, 10. If not, do let me know how to make it better for you. But just today, I talked about avoiding pains avoids the promise. Asmina would have never seen the wonderful Dominican Ocean. Pain prepares us to the promise, and we have to see the promise above the pain. And tomorrow, I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm going to pull a lot of you guys from Egypt. If you already have cryptos, put in 1 in the chat. If you don't have no cryptos, and you want to take the deep dive, and let's do this. Coinbase tomorrow, if you open up an account, you can get between $5 to $200 worth of crypto. Future price of 300x of that one. Could that go? Can go. Let me do the math real quickly. 200 times 300x. This future price tomorrow can give you potentially $60,000. Who here wants a free $60,000? Wave your hands at me. So if you don't have a account in Coinbase, put a 2. If you already have cryptos, put 1. And if you already have cryptos and you have Coinbase, do your parents' account or do your wife's account or your spouse's account. It's going to be amazing. Okay. And then, so that's day 3. Post your greatest takeaway. The homeworks are there. We're going to take a 2-minute break as we go through our Q&A, get the questions ready. Guys, this is going to be amazing. Get your questions ready. For me, we'll take a few of them in 30, 45 minutes. I'm just going to share screen and we're going to take a 2-minute break. Do the timer real quickly here. Share this instead. All right. So we'll be back after these commercials. right, all right. Let me just turn off this. How's everyone doing? So good, guys. Yeah, got your hands up, man. This journey, wearing the same shirt. It is a replay, just so you guys know. This was last month, but this is as powerful. It's as powerful as it is. I'm wearing the same shirt. I don't want to say I'm deceiving you guys, but this is live. This is not an AI. This is a real person. I'm looking at the numbers here for people who have cryptos already. There's a lot of people who have cryptos. That's good because I'm trying to see here. Juliet has her crypto stuck in Ledger. Esther doesn't have Carolyn Goldby. So yes, we want to get you guys into cryptos. Day 3, we'll have helping you get started for the first time. I mean, today, even a Kingdom Crypto Foundation's understanding wallets and all that pieces. But let me take some of the questions before we get started here. Let me see here. So let's go with Claudia. Yeah, so I mean, let's just level set. We'll try to put the questions first. That's day 2 related, and then day 1, and then day 0. And then if we have time, then we'll address those other questions, right? So once again, guys, there's 2 ways. This is actually, I like one of my favorite. There's 2 ways to learn information. So either doing this since 2014, there's no more timing for the hit and miss. That's where we're raising up crypto coaches in the Accelerator Advance, and not just me. I'm learning this from my mentor. My mentor is more on the kingdom entrepreneurship. Jesus did not disciple masses. He discipled small groups, in this case, the 12. He spoke to the masses. In this case, I'm speaking to you guys, but we're raising up crypto coaches, crypto facilitators, and there's a lot of you. Your desires just want to teach people cryptos as well. So yes, I just want to level set that, where 1 is hit and miss, trying to know your information, and number 2 is the mentor, someone who's been there already. And that's my heart. I've been doing this since 2014, doing this daily, and learning, seeing it all, the demands of the academy, the demands of people, just seeing it all so many ways, so that I can help you. We can help you. I mean, right here, Julia saying need to start afresh, not to make the mistakes we made, and not for you to make any mistakes. Once again, my first priority is to make sure, number 1, capital preservation, you don't lose a cent, and then number 2, not just to sustain it, but to grow it, especially for 2024. So now I'll take some questions. I did see Claudia's hand and she disappeared. Oh, Claudia still had. Claudia, do you still have a question, or you're saying go ahead with Virginia? Is that what I'm saying? All right, so I'll go with Virginia first. Go ahead, Virginia.
Hi.
Hello, how's it going? Are you enjoying the challenge so far?
It's going better today. I have to say, yesterday I was feeling a little overwhelmed, but after I got off, I was able to go in and just back up and look at everything again and work it through. So yes, every day is going to be easier and more information. So yeah, pushing through.
That's
so
good.
the questions that I really have, and I know you're going to cover them, I just wanted to just kind of run it by. So I've also joined the VIP group, but I'm just not sure, how do I get into that group to actually participate? Because that's what I haven't figured out yet.
No problem. So we did have the video on that email. Once you get to the VIP, there's the onboarding. So on Mondays, we go 10 a.m. Kingdom Foundations. And then Monday to Friday, we have 2 p.m. Where we talk about Kingdom Crypto Foundation. So you should have got an email, Isaac, if you're there. Did you get the email for the onboarding video? Okay, so
for the crypto?
Yeah, for the crypto.
No.
Not yet. Okay, so there should be, we'll double check. Isaac is on right now. Any more VIPers that didn't get the link here? So let me follow up with team here, Virginia. So you weren't there yesterday?
No, because I just have one email that just said that I was part of the group, but it when I go to click on it, it just brings me to the Facebook where I joined, but it says I haven't been approved yet. So that's all that I have.
Okay. So who are the VIPers? Or Claire, also, I don't know if you guys are VIP. So then this is more for the, okay, so I see you here for Virginia. Isaac, you're there. So we'll message you. Claire also here. So let me just make sure here. So sometimes, I mean, we're trying to, the emails, just want to make sure the emails do match what is in what the emails are matching what you paid with. So sometimes that's in there. So we'll message you as well. So same thing, please, there you go. Email support@minustech.ca. So that's the one. And then so we'll check for Virginia. And I think that's you, Claire, as well. Thank you for that one. We'll check for that one as well to make sure that you guys get all the details for that one. Okay. So email support@minustech.ca. The emails has been out. If you didn't get the emails, do let us know that you got the emails. Okay, so Isaac's on it already. There you go. So we're aware of Claire, we're aware of Virginia, and I think Dove as well. So Dove as well. Okay, there you go. So okay.
I just don't want to miss a thing. I'm so excited about what I'm learning.
Yeah, so piece by piece, I think, so the way we designed the Kingdom Crypto Foundations, because with the accelerator, everyone was growing. That was the level foundation one, but everyone's grown since March 2022. So now the foundations, literally, we're going to reset it again for the new members. I mean, coming this December, literally December 1, as if everybody's brand new. Let's start Crypto Spaniards. Right now, we're just closing off the month of November. So Virginia, you'll see it there. And I think even here, Juliet is saying, so not Juliet, it was Cheryl, one-on-one mentor. I'm a boomer. This lane so far from anything I know I can embrace technology. So Cheryl, so same thing. That's the whole idea. It is a group like this. Yesterday, we were trying to give out cryptos to each other. So right now, Isaac's on for all three of you guys for the VIPs. And once again, support@minustech.ca, and we'll get a 2. Isaac, if you can direct private message them the Zoom link, that'll be great as well. So you guys will get the Zoom link as well. So awesome.
After this, at 2:00,
yeah. So what I did is, so this was never done before. The first accelerators never had this. I would literally go Monday to Friday, 15 minutes. I go 15 minutes. We learn about coins, we learn about cryptos, we learn about wallets, and then 15 minutes of Q&A. So we try to get a momentum going. So Aloka, you can still join the VIP. Isaac, if you can post the VIP link. Yes, the VIP link will still be open. So the way we're doing it is literally a reset every month, just to make sure everyone, it's there again, and then to get you prepared for the accelerator and the accelerator advance. So yes.
Okay. All right. So that's good. And I found something on Facebook. It's called Kingdom Foundations. Is that's
the one? So that's the Kingdom Crypto Foundation. So if you're part of the VIP, you'll get the link for that one. Yes, Virginia.
Get the link for that too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's been great. I've been just enjoying it. I'm so happy that I'm able to learn this, because I was a little concerned whether I was going to understand all this, because I just really am not technically.
Yeah, so just to let everybody know, this is actually designed for the American baby boomer. I don't want to make the assumption, but it sounds like you're a baby boomer. It is really it's designed for the American female baby boomer with that in mind. That's why working very close with Manuel Johnson, most of his who are the baby boomer type. So, I mean, don't get us wrong. We get the Gen Xers, we get the millennials. In fact, we have some Gen Zers as well in the membership, but the majority is baby boomers, Virginia. So that's why I'm going to keep that. And that's why when you're saying it's overwhelming, when the questions go, I'll be like, whoop, let's go back, go a little bit slower, super clear, because it's just the way, as opposed to making the assumptions that, you're very, very techie. I'm not going to make that mistake. So I made that mistake in the past. I'm not going to do that anymore. So you're in good hands, Virginia. So that's
Thank you. All right.
Awesome.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, let me address some in the message here real quickly before I see you, Claudia. So yes, so Isaac, if you can email the 3, we have Virginia, I think we have Dove, as well as as well as Claire, and then we'll also private message you. Okay, let me see here. It's Claire. So Cheryl, one-on-one. So one-on-one, this is where we need to scale up. Right. Obviously, as much as I want to help all of you one-on-one, we did put some stuff into place for ability to do that. You'll see that there. But in the Kingdom Crypto Foundations, we do breakout rooms. So you kind of get like in rooms of 3 so that there's one-on-one support. So we try to do I teach, Isaac teaches, John teaches, Emmanuel teaches. We have our Kingdom Crypto coaches, and then we do breakout rooms into 3 to get even more additional support. Cheryl, you'll see that we're going to start doing that in the foundations more. We've been doing that in Accelerator and Accelerator Advanced to help you out. Okay. And then, yes, Juliet, there you go. So for the sharing, let me do this real quickly. For the sharing, oops, wrong screen. I apologize. So for the sharing, let's go with the Facebook. In the Facebook, you want to go right here, right here to quickly share. Let me post the link. Here's the link, I think. Is this the link? Yes, I think this is the link. So this is the link for sharing in Facebook. Let me put this in the Zoom chat. Okay. I said I was going to go this for the share. So there you go. That's Zoom chat. What you do is you just click on that link, and then you should see this button that says share. So right here, you click on the share button, and then now you can share to your public. Okay. Right. So you'll see here posting in the bottom left. In the bottom left, it says posting. Hopefully when it goes through, if it's more than 10 seconds, sometimes it slows down. You can just refresh your screen. Oh, there you go. It said share to your profile. The other piece is you can also share to your feed. You can click on share to feed, share to public, right? So you can share to feed, you can click on share. And then on the chat, you can just say hashtag share if you've shared already for eligible to the draw. And then in the YouTube side, let me see the YouTube side, because I know a lot of you don't use Facebook, and that's perfectly fine. We designed this. So in the YouTube side, let me see if I can get this thing going. Sometimes I don't know why it doesn't show it. So let me get the YouTube link real quickly. Okay, YouTube Studio. Okay, so on the YouTube side, it's similar. You just click on the YouTube links. There it is. Let me get the full YouTube links. Okay, it's loading. There it is. Okay, so now on the YouTube side, let me see here. Okay, post it in the chat. Here's the YouTube link. The chat. Here's the YouTube. What you do is you go in the YouTube link, and then there's a share button. You click on the share, and this is where you can share via email, via WhatsApp, via Facebook, via X or Reddit or whatever else you want to share here. And then once you share that, you just say hashtag share. All right. So we'll be doing the draw soon. Isaac, if you can do the draw, we'll give you guys the opportunity to share maybe another 3 minutes or so. You guys can share while I take Claudia, and then we'll declare the winners. We're giving out daily 1 million SHIB as well as an NBA Top Shot NFT. Daily is what we're gonna do for just for you guys sharing. Okay, I'm thinking that's it. Let me see here before I get Claudia. Yes, so VIP for cryptos. Yes, Lise, you can pay via cryptos. Email support at minustech.ca. Email support at minustech.ca. So we can get you guys our wallet address. For Isaac, I'm re-giving you the wallet address to give to Lizzie, or we can give it to her directly in the Zoom as well. So we do take cryptos as well as PayPal instead of credit card payment. And Aloka, that's a cool name. You can still join VIP. Can I pay for crypto? Yes, you did. And I said, okay, now I can take Claudia. Hey, Claudia, go ahead.
Okay, you mentioned something about Coinbase and establish an account. If you already have an account with Coinbase, can you establish another account? And so how?
Each account is by person. So by you and then your spouse. So it's by one person. So you already have a Coinbase account, Claudia?
Yes.
Yeah, so only one account per person.
Okay.
I mean, on a side note, if you have a non-for-profit, then you can have a Coinbase account for that. And then that's what we teach in the Accelerator Advanced. And if you have a for-profit, you can also have an account for that one. So technically you can have 3, but it's you, your non-for-profit, and your not-for-profit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And Claudia, I mean, you've been doing the Kingdom Crypto Foundations. How's it been going so far? I'm assuming you've grown so far. You've seen the wallets, you've seen some coins. How is that so far for you? I think you were there in our October challenge. How's it been so far as someone totally brand new in cryptos?
It's challenging, but very informative. I'm committed to it, and I feel my feet are I'm not on the beach.
There you go.
I'm out in the water, and I'm really, I think, at the stage where I'm really ready to buy a wallet.
There you go. Wow, you're already potentially buying wild. And same thing now. The month of December will probably be a refresher. We'll do a refresher, and in this case, we're getting people in the Kingdom Crypto Foundations to buy hardware wallets. So now we can start loading them with cryptos. So that I'm so proud of you, Claudia. So that's so
And
good.
thank you. And I wanted to say, I now see, because I'm doing the AI chat. I was researching, just finding out more information using the chat GPT about crypto. And an article came up about Coinbase. You said not to leave your crypto on the exchange. And I saw an article where it said Coinbase, in their policy, if something happened to them, like a bankrupt, I don't want a bankruptcy or something, I'm just using that word because I can, they can use your crypto that you left on the exchange as part of their settlement process.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. So there you go, guys. You heard it from Claudia. You make a great teacher, Claudia. So I can see that as well. People I can't reach, you can reach. So, guys, there you go. Don't leave your cryptos in the exchange. So good, Claudia. Wow. She's also part of our AI. I mean, I see how that goes hand in hand. Yesterday, I didn't get a chance to go over it, but I'm glad you're also using ChatGPT to speed up the learning. In learning in your crypto journey. So wow, I mean, Claudia using AI, that is so cool. Yeah, last month, this was all new to you, never been exposed, and
Never planned to go there.
I'm so excited, Claudia, because I mean, now you can talk to your kids, your grandkids, your neighbor on AI and cryptos, and they're like, "Wow, you know crypto, you know AI." So proud of you, Claudia. That is so amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Awesome. All right, guys. So let me see here, Juliet. If interested to come on board, joining VIP later, must you wait for the next challenge to hop on? So Juliet. So we are partnering up with Dr. Manuel Johnson. I don't know if it's going to be a monthly. We're planning other challenges. So obviously prices gone up. The prices, sometimes there's some discounts with Black Friday. So what I'm trying to say is the VIP, I encourage you to don't delay. Obviously, there's a 14-day money back guaranteed, meaning if you don't like it, you can just cancel it. As long as it's in that 14-day window, you can actually keep the gifts. And then if you don't like it, we'll keep you the gift. So I suggest that you try it already. We're going to reset on December 1st, meaning next week, Monday, we're going to reset, meaning we're going to go back, review a lot of that stuff. So yes, I mean, so now the VIP, the vision is Manuel Johnson, everybody that Manuel Johnson, Kirshen, on all our friends, Eli from Index Coin, Roger, Dr. Joseph Peck, all these people, Dr. Ben Lim. The vision is we're helping all of us, the believers, to make sure that they don't lose any cryptos. And that's what I said. The VIP is tagged on with the gifts, is tagged on with the Kingdom Crypto Foundations. So it is like it's going to be there, but I can't say what the price is. I mean, we've already increased it. I don't know if it's going to stay at that price because of inflation. We don't know how everything is going to go up. So I encourage you, Juliet, don't delay. I think you're already VIP, so you're already in it here. So if interested to come on board, joining VIP later. So you're already in, Juliet. I'm confused now. Where's Juliet? So you're already in. I think you've already signed up, if I'm not mistaken, right, Juliet? Or maybe we got the wrong Juliet. Let me see here if I can spotlight you. Can I spotlight you, Juliet? Hi, Juliet. Can I spotlight you?
Not yet.
Oh, you don't have VIP yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, okay. So I think we got the wrong Juliet. There's a lot of Juliets, a lot of Marys, a lot of Virginia. So no worries. So Juliet, no worries. Where are you from, ma'am? If I can, is it okay if I spotlight you?
Yeah, I'm from Namibia. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Juliet. Where are you from,
From
ma'am?
Namibia. From Namibia. South Africa. Sorry, I'm born in Namibia.
South Africa. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Right. All the way there. I mean, once again, I get excited whenever it's an international challenge participant because this is geared for American female baby boomers, and I love how the Lord is calling the world out. I think there was another Juliet, but I mean, maybe that's prophetic. So right there, so yes, you can join in later. Must you wait for next challenge to hop on? No, you can jump in right now. So you can also already jump into the thing. Isaac, if you can post the VIP link, you can jump in already as well. Okay. And I'm curious, is it from Kirshen or from Manuel Johnson or from someone else?
From Manuel mentioned you during broadcast, and then I found you with Gershon on, and then he's got my referral. I used him as a referral.
Awesome. And as I said, with a lot of Manuel Johnson and Kirshen is getting a lot of people into cryptocurrency, but they don't really go, I mean, as detailed as we go in Minas Academy to making sure to secure your cryptos and not just to maintain it, but to grow it. This is where the Minas come into play to help you out. Okay. Awesome, Juliet. So yes, you can join us.
Very interesting.
Awesome.
Learning a lot.
Okay, good to hear. All right. So let me see here. Like, so workshop email has been forwarded to VIP members. There you go as well. Let me see here. Okay, I think we got the draws done. It looks like Diane. It looks like Diane. There you go. Diane, thank you for sharing. Diane, you won 1 million SHIBs. And then Mavis, we're going to give you the NBA Top Shot NFTs. There you go, guys. So there you go. All right, keep sharing. Thank you for the link. Any questions? Now let me open up. A lot of you guys already have crypto holders, so maybe we can use this time in the next 15 minutes or so. I'll open up the floor. I want to keep it as simple. I think someone talked about the wave. I don't know if I missed the crypto wave here, but if you guys have any questions, you can raise up your hands. Any questions now? Isaac, let me know if I missed something in here. In the chat, but I am looking at, I see your hands, John. Let me just make sure here. Where we go. Where do we direct? Oh, there you go. Claire did say, where do we direct funds on sale of XRP if fiat crashes? Let me address that question, Claire. I missed that question. Is Claire still here? Yeah, I love Claire. Is it okay if I spotlight you? Let me know. Is it okay? Thumbs up if I can spotlight you. Yes. Let me know. Yes. Okay. So, all right. That's a good question. So, Claire, maybe if you can say it, if you can rephrase your question again, that'd be great. What did you have in mind?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Your question, if you can rephrase your question.
Oh, if the point in time when we can sell our crypto and fiat is going to crash, where should we be directing the funds then? I have an account with Uphold. So, you choose, okay, where do you want to send the funds to? If I can't send to US dollars.
Very good question. So obviously this question is dependent on the US dollars tanking, but we're taking profits, right? So that's the one scenario. And also the other scenario, we're signaling that. The other scenario is the cryptos is going up and US is already have the new world reserve currency, right? So there's two of that one. Because the other thing we're seeing is there's going to be a rainbow currency, which is the new US world reserve currency. Our profits are already calling it out, where that's the other piece, right? So first, the other thing I want to answer, Claire, is you don't even need to cash out. We are in the days where you will see in the store, you will see debit, MasterCard, credit card, American Express, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. You're going to see that. It's already happening in the third world countries, even in Philippines, all around the world, and both in Canada and US. You're going to see that PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, cryptos. You're going to see that days, right? Right now in the scenario, which is we're calling a peak and USD crashing, we say, number one, you should be doing dollar cost averaging as you're cashing out, not trying to time it. And then what we say is the basic strategy is you go in other asset classes, right? So when you say other asset classes, I mentioned there business, real estate, stocks, commodities, collectibles. And then the other thing we teach is precious metals. We say 30% precious metals. I don't know if you have any actual precious metals, and it will give you guys as a freebie Pax Gold, PAXG, as well as Kinesis Silver, KAG, and KAU, which is what we teach people later on. Okay.
Oh,
So that's
okay. So from Uphold, I don't have to pay taxes, like, like to cash it out. Not cash it out, I'm sorry. Withdraw it from, let's say, XRP. I can just direct it to, if they have these ticker symbols
So
and
you
put
have
it there.
that's another question. Now you brought up crypto taxes, which is what we cover. We have a crypto tax expert. So every transaction is a taxable event when you sell. So if
Oh,
you sell the
okay.
XRP to whatever
Uh-huh.
crypto it is, there is a tax in that piece, right? I can't go too deep on that one. Maybe more day 4 and day 5. So I mean, so you're saying the XRP as it goes up. Remember again, there's two scenarios, right? As it goes up, which is what we're saying. I want to keep it simple so that you see it here. Have you taken profits, Claire, before or not yet?
I have not taken any profits.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming, did you see when XRP doubled to 80 cents?
Yes.
And you
And I
didn't take
didn't
any
take
profits?
No, I did not take profits because I don't have a plan of
There you
exit
go.
at that time.
Exactly. There you go. So this is a very, very important point. That one in the Minas Academy, we told people to at least take their initial investment because you saw it go 80 cents back to 60 cents. I'm actually curious where we're at now. Where is XRP right now?
Like 60
CoinMarketCap.com.
cents or 61
We're
cents.
around the 60 cents. So it went up. I mean, at least you got that. Best practice is if you got that initial investment in, you could have got that and pulled it out. I don't know what's happening with my internet. To pull out that one, right? So yeah, so you brought up a good point, Claire, which is you want to have a plan. You want to have a plan. I think yesterday I said a basic strategy, which is you're cashing out every time you go in each of the different part of the rainbow chart, right? So
How do I do a rainbow chart for XRP?
so let me go here real quickly. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I don't know why my thing is not working. Bitcoin. So what I say with XRP, so same thing. That's a very good question. So when I tell people it's a little bit different for XRP, right? Because if you didn't set your sell points, I don't want to get too complicated here. It looks like my internet is not going. I don't know what's happening to my internet. It is up there. That's strange. Okay. I don't know what's happening to my internet. So stay tuned on let me see here, maybe tomorrow or day 4, day 5. Let me talk about, because this is more deeper end. Right now we just talked about the piece for that, but you highlighted it. You have to have a plan. Okay, high level, I mean, I can tell it to you directly. So if you're targeting $70, 60 cents to $70 or whatever that amount is, you sell points, and then you plan, these are the numbers. If you have a spouse and a Holy Spirit, and then if the Minas Academy coaches, you determine that, and then you sell as you hit those goals.
Okay.
Yeah, high level. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, no
Thanks.
problem, Claire. All right. So, okay. I think now we have Claudia again. Oh, sorry, it was John D, and then we have Claire. Is John D still there? I think John D was waving his hand. And then we have Claire. Hey, John, how's it going?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have 4 cryptos. And I have Shiba Inu. Do you have any take on that? I set 3 sell prices for that. And this was again by Manuel Johnson mentioned it. And I've got the XRP. And like you said, I do have gold and silver that I invested in too.
So sorry, John. So what's your question?
Oh, I have Shiba Inu.
Okay.
And I've set 3 sell prices on that. Should I just stay with that, or should I don't know that much about Shiba Inu, but I got that through Manuel Johnson mentioning Shiba Inu.
Mm-hmm. So you're not in our foundations, right? Which membership are you? Are you in any of our memberships or?
I thought I did the VIP, but I don't. I
Okay.
thought it went through. You did some kind of a Black Friday thing.
Okay, let me check. So, it's sell points. We're talking about sell points now. I mean, I'm gonna keep it simple since we're all starting tomorrow. Let me answer this tomorrow because tomorrow I'm gonna teach the concept of dollar cost averaging. So in that case, I'm gonna teach dollar cost averaging for selling, and then I'll build on top of that the selling points, John D. So remember this question, and we'll ask it tomorrow as I talk about dollar cost averaging, the entry strategy, dollar cost averaging, pulling out, the exit strategy, and then this advanced strategies for the exit points. I'll talk about it on the day 3, day 4, day 5. So John D, hold your question for day 3, day 4, day 5.
Okay, can I ask one more quick question?
Sure.
Okay. Now it looks like the dollar is going to get hammered. And I've been
yes. Yes.
a lot of my dollars. What would I have in the bank? Would it be wise to go to a credit union where it's not federally?
So we have to learn, if you guys pay attention to this, all of this has been planned since the 70s, right? Control, manipulation, everything, guys. We're so accustomed to what happened last year, 3 years ago, 5 years. Guys, this has been years in the making, since the 70s, since the introduction of the birth of the fiat. Everything has been like everything, the way our education, the way we eat, all of this. So John's question, do I go to a bank, to a credit union? You can't trust all of that. In the academy, we verified it with Prophet Robin and all our experts. We made a signal. We said, pull everything out from the bank, leave the bare minimum. When we say pull it out, 30% in cryptos, 30% in precious metals, 10% ready for investment opportunities. Even the 401ks, RRSPs, sorry, that's Canadian, 401ks, IRAs, the American version, all these retirement funds. Guys, I've done Equifax, I've done systems and databases. I can give everybody $1 million here easily. And I've worked with people in the bank, and the manipulation that happens in there, until the banks, credit unions, all these companies, BlackRock, all these guys use blockchain technology, we can't trust them. We have to learn, hopefully my internet's working, with what happened in the bank crashes, right? So the bank crashes, there's this concept called bank failures. Anybody familiar with what happened in March? Okay, post in the chat what happened in March. My internet is acting up. Right, there you go. So what happened in March? First time ever. Okay, does anybody know what happened in March? Okay, post in the chat if you know what happened in March. Okay, beyond just FTX. Yes, bank failures. The bank failures. Okay, so this is what happened, guys. Believe it or not, March this year, SVB Bank, Signature Bank crashed, and SVB Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, crashed. This is in New York and California. This is unheard of. We have a member who has a friend there that lost everything in that bank. Okay? So we have to learn, guys. That's why when Asmina heard RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, which represents Royal Bank of Canada, represents Rainbow Bitcoin charts, represents Rainbow currency. If I go back to RBC 2016, when I tried to sell Bitcoin, it was a bank-to-bank transfer. I thought it was legitimate. Everything was okay. Royal Bank comes back to me and says, hey, Erwin, one of our members got hacked. Pay back the member or else we'll shut down your account. We'll go after you. Bitcoin is irreversible transactions. I couldn't get that Bitcoin back. I paid the thousands of dollars back. Right after paying them, they say, Erwin, thank you for your business. We can no longer work with you. I am blacklisted from Royal Bank of Canada. What's the point? We cannot trust the banks. Okay? Guys, why are we giving them $100 and they're just giving us 1 cent, $1, 1%, while they're making they're lending out 90% of that and keeping 10% in there. I can't go too deep, guys. We can't trust the bank. So back to John's question, guys. Minas Academy has already signaled this. I feel like I know another member said, Erwin, but what about those baby boomers who don't know this information? I don't know, right? Is it that the wealthy people will help them to recover their banks? But with what happened in these banks, John D, we teach people 30% precious metals, 30% cryptos, 10% for this kind of objective investment opportunities. That's 30, 60, 70. You got 30% left. So that's what we signaled in the Minas Academy. That's why we started doing these weekday Kingdom Crypto Foundations to teach people what to do, have better options, John D. Does that make sense? So credit union, bank are all the same thing. You can't trust them at this time. Yeah. Right. So same thing, guys. Your IRAs. Okay, let's go back there. We've worked years and saved this up. 401ks, IRAs, retirement funds. Let me tell you this story, John. How much money? Post in the chat, guys. How much money do you need to build your dream home? Post in the chat. How much money do you need to build? There you go. Virginia's even saying UBS, largest bank in Switzerland, has failed. Look at that. Post in the chat how much money you need to build your dream home. Okay, even you, John, if you can post in the chat, how much money do you think you need? Or you can say it, John. How much money do you need? Let's say you want to build your dream home, or second dream home if you already have your dream home, right? Diane saying 5. How about 5 million? How about you? How much do you need?
Well, it's interesting. I was given a house.
There you go. Okay.
House, and I sold it for quite a pretty good profit, because in Florida it's getting pretty expensive here too.
When did you sell it, John D?
Just within it's been about a year now, and it went up 333%.
So good. So are you do you have another home right now? Are you renting or?
Well, I'm renting, and I'm kind of waiting on because the prices are ridiculous here.
So so guys, please make note. Our profits and Bull Pony confirmed it. Housing crash 2024. There is a window of not just 50, but get this, John, 90%. Our Prophet Robin called that you can get property for like $10,000. So this is ridiculous as well. Okay. I just got my notice for Kingdom Crypto Foundations. Okay, so let's go with this. Okay, let's say you need $1 million to build your dream home. Okay, John. Okay, so I'm the bank, I'm the lender. I'm like, hey, John, here's your $1 million. What's the next question you're gonna say? Right? You want $1 million to borrow. Here's $1 million, John. What's your next question you're gonna ask me? What's the interest, right? What's the interest? How long? And then I'm gonna say, don't worry about it. In 20 years, I'll tell you what it is in 20 years, right? And this is what we're doing with our 401ks and IRAs. We're deferring the tax savings, and we know the trajectory of taxes. We don't know as it goes up. So this is where, guys, it's like Russian roulette when we're doing, guys, we've been trained to have this American dream of retiring. We're in the kingdom, we don't retire. We make a difference and we expand. Correct, John? We never retire. We retire when we're ready to see the master, the maker, our father. So with that being said, even our 401ks and IRAs, guys, we're meant to grow this. Money's to make more money. And they're giving us 1%, and they're loaning 90% of what we have. Right? Let's call it as it is, guys. It's been loaned out 90 times again and again and again. So with that being said, don't trust the credit union.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember Dr. Kevin Zeta. I said, you know what the literal translation of mortgage is death grip.
There you go. Thank you for sharing that. Right. So awesome, John. So with that being said, no banks, no credit unions, cryptos, 30% precious metals, 10% ready. And then you got the other, what's that? 30, 60, 70. You got the other 30% to figure out where you want to disperse that. So that's what we're suggesting in the Minas, especially for 2024, guys. You'll see in the coming days how cryptos has outpaced all the asset class. Okay. Awesome. Any more, John? Is that good?
That was good. I was learning more.
All right. I think I got 3 minutes. I do want 10 minutes before the crypto foundations. Let me see here, guys. So guys here, I mean, let me read the notes. FTX crash as well. Bank failures, guys. Bank failures, bank runs. I've never heard this. If everyone was to pull their dollars in the banks, trust me when we say this, there's not enough dollars. Okay, let me flash this as well. I think I flashed this before. Okay, if you were to search engine USA debt clock, $33 trillion, guys. US is down the whole 33 trillion. 30, where is it? It's loading. I don't know why this is. I don't know what's happening to my internet. So apologize. So $33 trillion in debt, guys. If these banks all fail with what happened in SVB, and SB Bank failing, they didn't have enough stores to recover right there. 33 trillion. US has, I mean, guys, everything's going to be cleaned up. Everything's going to be cleaned up. I don't know what's going to happen. More control. That's why I love cryptos, because it teaches us how to have multiple wallets, multiple storage, multiple solutions, multiple 15 streams of income and more. That's why I love teaching it. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Banks, not crypto banks, 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 Esther. Banks close and people love their money. Yes, Juliet. Coinbase account. Nope. So I will teach Juliet. I'll teach tomorrow how to open your Coinbase account, brand new. Okay. Thank you, Virginia. Banks are failing, guys. Ask guys, look what's happening this whole year. Obviously, we did the crypto summit January in Oral Roberts to get the word out. But guys, look, February, devil worship of the Grammys. Believers were freaking out of 3 to 5 minutes. And we're like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? They're showing their true colors. And the Lord laughs with Ashbury Revival. Okay, guys, Jesus Revolution movie. Okay, what I work for Entertainment One. Movie releases are planned, and for that movie, Jesus Revolution. And what's another movie that came out this year? Okay, the other movie that came out was The Sound of Freedom. Is that the title? Guys, the Lord is speaking. Year of Jubilee. All these pieces, get the word out. All these pieces. I mean, obviously, the George Foreman movie was amazing, epic as well. As all of this is not an accident. This is the year of open doors. We have to prepare what's about to happen here. Okay, guys. So, I think that's it. And we'll have the Kingdom Crypto Foundations for 2 p.m. Day 3 tomorrow, guys. Post in the chat if this is amazing from 1 to 10. Let me get my slides ready, because tomorrow, what are we covering for tomorrow? Tomorrow, we're going to go straight to just tell me what to do. We'll open up our first Coinbase account. There you go. Day 3, we're going to get started. I'll also show you 12 more streams of income that I still have currently today, multiple streams of income. Did we say the winners already? Yes, I think I said it. Diane and Mavis won. Diane 1 million shipped, Mavis thing. And then, yeah, post your biggest takeaways as well. And if this has been amazing from 1 to 10, 10 meaning amazing, 1 meaning we need improvements, let us know how we can improve. Once again, the VIP is right there, guys. We encourage you to join us for 2 p.m. in 9 minutes. As we learn more, I think we're going to go more on MetaMask and coins. When you hear this, the micro skills you're learning turns into minor skills, turns into major skills. Why? Because the whole world is going to get into this 3 to 5 billion by 2024. And knowing this ahead of time gives you a lot of advantages. Money back guaranteed, 14-day. This is a subscription bi-weekly. You can cancel it, and we'll give you money back within 14 days. We get to keep the gifts. If this is not for you, we give you the list of coins, the replays of this. We're going to take this down next week, Sunday, PT welcome kit, and then we're going to do the Kingdom Crypto Foundations. Okay. All right. I think that's it. We'll see you guys. Yeah, might as well wave here. Go gallery view and everyone say, what's the word I want to say? Wealth transfer. There you go. I'm going to unmute everyone, and I want everyone to wave, and I want everyone to say wealth transfer. Ask to unmute. Everyone say wealth transfer.
Transfer.
Wealth transfer.